Hi friends, welcome back to Literacy. Today we are doing lesson 26, part 2 through 4. Go ahead and write that in your CJ. Pause the video if you need more time, but I am going to move on. Okay, we're going to start with our spelling journal or wherever you take some notes. We know that all of these phonograms say the sound I. So the long sound I, okay? So we have I, which is used at the end of a syllable. I, spelled with a Y, which is used at the end of an open and stressed syllable. We have I with a consonant and silent final E, Y with a consonant, silent final E, long I before two consonants, I, three-letter I, which is used at the end of a word or before a T. And there are actually only 19 words that say long sound I spelled this way. We have I spelled EI, which only has 23 words, which makes the long I sound spelled with EI. And we have EIGH, which says I, which is used at the end of a word or before a T. And there's only 2 words for that, which are spelled that way and make long sound I. So I'm going to say a word, and I want you to point to where you think that word is going to go, which spelling of I it would go under. Okay? All right. And then we'll write it in our spelling journal or on our notes. All right. First one is quiet. Quiet. That is over here. I at the end of a syllable. All right, next one is fight. Fight. That's here. Used at the end of a word or before a T. And cry. Cry. That's over here. Type. Type. It's over here. Next is blind. Blind. Ice. Ice. Silent final E. Feisty. Feisty. Reply. Reply. Tiger. Tiger. Wild. Wild. Light. Light. Height. Height. Remember, that's not a common spelling, only 2 base words. The other word is slight. slight, which means like a card trick relies on sleight of hand. It's like being like tricky and like nimble, fast, kind of. Next word is fire. Fire. Style. Style. And we're going to stop with those words. All right, keep those in your notes. Reference back to them if you need help spelling any words with the long I sound. All right, go ahead and get out your workbook, and we're going to turn to page 94 for our spelling analysis. 94. Okay. Number 1, medal. Medal. Which medal did you win? 2 syllables in the word med-all. First one is med. Let's sound it out. D. D. Second syllable is all. Sound it out. All. Finger spell. Use a, all. Normally this does say a schwa sound, medal. It's usually saying it's a sound, but it is ah. So we are going to mark it as its broad sound. Number 2, medalist. Medalist. Ava was the gold medalist. 3 syllables. First one is med. Sound it out. D. Finger spell. D. Just like it is above. Second syllable again is all. Sound it out. All. Finger spell. Use all. And last syllable is ist. Sound it out. Ist. Finger spell. I-E-ya. Z. Mark this as broad again, and that's all. Number 3. Apparently it's pronounced medallion. I would have thought it was medallion. I've always said medallion, but the book is telling me medallion. There was a gold medallion here. First syllable, or 3 syllables in medallion. First one is me, sound it out. E, finger spell. E. Second syllable is doll, sound it out. D-a-ol, finger spell. D-a-ol. And last syllable is Leon. Sound it out. Leon. Finger spell. Ol. I-E-ya. And I is saying it's yes sound, it's 4th sound there. And we're going to mark that that says it's a long sound. Probably because it comes at the end of a syllable. It's just interesting. I've always pronounced it medallion. Proof that you learn something new every day. Number 4, marvel, marvel. The new stadium is an engineering marvel. Notice there is a schwa for this word. Usually we say marvel, but it is marvel. 2 syllables. First one is mar, sound it out. R, finger spell. R. Second syllable is vel, sound it out. Ol, finger spell. Ol. We have our phonogram here, and that's all. Not a lot of marking to do so far. Number 5, marvelous. Marvelous. There we go, marvelous. We had a marvelous evening. 3 syllables in marvelous. First one is mar, sound it out. R, finger spell. R. Second syllable is vel, sound it out. Ol, finger spell. Ol. And then last syllable is us, sound it out. Us, finger spell. Ow, o, oo, z. Phonograms, and OU says its 4th sound here. Number 6, impossible. I think that is impossible. 4 syllables in impossible. First one is sound it out. Finger spell. I-E-ya. Second syllable is pos, sound it out. Os, finger spell. Os. Third syllable is si, sound it out. I, finger spell. Z, I-E-ya. And number 4 is bowl. Sound it out. B-ul, finger spell. B-ul, silent final E. Double underline that E, and that is all. Number 7, conversation. We need to have a conversation. 4 syllables again. First one is con, sound it out. K-ah-n, finger spell. K-ah-n. Second syllable is ver, sound it out. Finger spell. Of her. Third is say, conversation. Forgot what I was doing. Sound it out. A, finger spell. A. Last syllable is Sean, sound it out. Finger spell. Use tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. N. All right, underline our phonograms here. And A says it's long sound. Number 8, qualify. Qualify. The top 3 finishers will qualify for finals. 3 syllables. First one is qual, sound it out. K-wa-ol, finger spell. Qua, a-a-a, ol. Second is sounded out, finger spell, I, E, ya. And last syllable is fi, sounded out, I, finger spell, ya, I, E. I, or Y is saying it's I sound, so it's saying it's a long sound. A is broad, and underline QU phonogram. Number 9, qualification. Qualification. What is the most important qualification for the job? 5 syllables here. First one is qual, sounded out, ol, finger spell, ol. That is at a, as I'm sure you know. Second syllable is sounded out, finger spell, I, E, ya. Third syllable is sounded out, finger spell, I, E, ya. Fourth syllable, I'm losing count, is K, sounded out, A, finger spell, A. And number 5 is Sean, sounded out, finger spell. Use tall, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Underline our phonograms. A is broad, and this A is long. All right, number 10, dictionary. Dictionary. Please look it up in the dictionary. 4 syllables. First one is dick, sounded out, d-ick, finger spell, d-I-E, ya. Second syllable is Sean, sounded out, finger spell. Use tall, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Third syllable is A, sounded out, A, finger spell, A. And last syllable is re, sounded out, E, finger spell, ya, I, E. Y says E here, so it's fourth sound. T-I is a phonogram, and A says it's long sound. Number 11, religion. Religion. Notice the schwa sound. The woman's religion was very important to her. 3 syllables. First one is re, sounded out, E, finger spell, E. Second syllable is li, sounded out, finger spell, I, E, ya. And last syllable is John, sounded out, finger spell, watch this one. Use the advanced phonogram GI, which says J. So advanced phonogram GI, which says J. We're going to underline GI and write that capital A for advanced above it, and E says it's long sound. Nice job. All right, number 12, concentrate. Please concentrate on your own drawing. 3 syllables. First one is con, sound it out. K, a, n. Finger spell. K, s, a, n. Second syllable is sen, sound it out. S, e, n. Finger spell. K, s, e, n. And last syllable is trait, sound it out. T, eight. Finger spell. T, a, t. Silent final E. Double underline. This C is saying its second sound, the S sound, and A is saying its long sound there. Number 13, gorgeous. What a gorgeous view. 2 syllables. First one is gore, sound it out. G, o, r. Finger spell. G, or. Second syllable is just, sound it out. J, a, s. Finger spell. Watch. Use the advanced phonogram GE, which says J. Ow, o, oo, z. All right, lots to underline here. We have O-R, G-E, O-U. And O-U is saying its fourth sound, G-E is advanced phonogram, and or can stay as is. All right, number 14, decide. We will need to decide on a color to paint the room. 2 syllables. First one is D, sound it out. D, E, finger spell. D, E. And second syllable is side, sound it out. S, I, D, finger spell. K, s, e, I, E, ya. D, silent final E. We have a long E. C says its sound. Long I and silent final E here. All right, last one, number 15. Decision. Decision. 3 syllables. Oh, sorry. What is your decision? Decision. Notice the schwa sounds. First syllable is D, sound it out. D, E, finger spell. D, E. Second syllable is S, sound it out. S, finger spell. K, s, I, E, ya. And last syllable is Jean, sound it out. J, a, n, finger spell. Sh, j, a, n. Do you remember what sh, j is? It's that one. All right, underline our phonogram, which is saying its second sound, the j sound. C is saying its second sound, and E is long. All right, great job. Go ahead and put that away when you are done. Pause the video if you need more time, but I'm going to keep going. All right, go ahead, get out your notebook for our review. And I'll bring this closer. All right, review. There we go. All right, number 1. A that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 2, a, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 3, ah, 2-letter ah, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 4, af, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. And number 5, 2-letter that may be used at the end of English words. Number 6, the of her. Number 7, the of bird. Number 8, the of search. Number 9, the of hurt. And number 10, were. Number 11, as, z. Number 12, ow, o, oo, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 13, o, oo, ow, off, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. (14) Ow, o, that may be used at the end of English words. (15) ch, 3-letter ch. Number 16, ch, k, sh. Number 17, o, 2-letter o, that may not be used at the end of English words. Number 18, o, oo, that may be used at the end of English words. Number 19, sh, tall, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. And number 20, sh, short, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. (21) sh, z, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. 22, sh, used only at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. No, sorry, used only at the beginning of a word or at the end of a syllable. There we go. The regular sh. 23, A, E, I, that may not be used at the end of English words. 24, A, E, that may be used at the end of English words. And 25, A, I, used only at the end of a base word or before a T. Make sure you mark the ones you had trouble with so you can study them later. All right, dictation, number 1. The medalist said, "It is impossible to qualify for the new event." Make sure you're using quotation marks correctly. The medalist said, "It is impossible to qualify for the new event." The medalist said, "It is impossible to qualify for the new event." Number 2, after the conversation, we will make a decision. After the conversation, we will make a decision. After the conversation, we will make a decision. Number 3. The judges announced the nearly impossible qualifications and the contestants needed to concentrate. The judges announced the nearly impossible qualifications and the contestants needed to concentrate. The judges announced the nearly impossible qualifications and the contestants needed to concentrate. Number 4. The students marveled at the gorgeous medals and medallions. The students marveled at the gorgeous medals and medallions. The students marveled at the gorgeous medals and medallions. Medallions. Keep saying it wrong. All right, make sure you check your work, mark those words and phonograms that you had trouble with. Do your form, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.